Hi guys, it's Shelee. Today's video is going to be a bit different. As you can see, I am not in my studio, I am upstairs. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to be painting today, so if anybody's looking for painting in a video, the next one I'll definitely be back to painting, but today's video I kind of wanted to do a where are they now of some of the past paintings I did in prior videos. I get questioned a lot about, you know, what did you do with that painting? How did it look when you finished it? Normally in my videos you'll see me making the video or making the painting. You'll see it wet, you'll see it dry, but then you won't see how I finished it. And sometimes I'll say, well, I'm going to varnish it or I'm going to resin it. So I thought, you know, it would be kind of fun to show you some of the pieces that I've done in prior videos and what they look like when they've been finished. So I handpicked probably about 8 or 10 of them. Some of them aren't here anymore, so I chose the ones that I still had here. So let's go get started. All right, this first one I did was from video number 8. And this is, I varnished it. This was, I was doing an experiment on an open cup pour swipe with the Bloom's Technique products just to see what would happen. This was an 8x10 canvas that I put into a floater frame, but I varnished it and it turned out just really nice. And on the back, I usually will paper it and sign it, but I put a little hangy on there. This one lives with me in my dining room. But I'm gonna reference the video that all of these come from in case any of you haven't seen the video yet and you wanna go check it out and see how it was made. So this one was video number 8. This next one was video number 11. And it was done on a 5-inch little hardboard. I used to get them at Michael's, but the last time I was there, I haven't seen them lately. But I did resin this one. If you can see the gold in there, it just really shimmers. Really nice. On the back, I forgot to sign it, but it's just, this is just the primer. And I like to put them in something small like this. I will get these, oops, backwards, Jody. I'll get these little stands from Hobby Lobby. You can make nice little bookshelf art or desk art. Just some fun stuff. But anyway, this one is video number 11. This next piece was video number 17. I actually named it Electric Spider because it looks like, if you can see, there we go, there's the belly. Here's the head with all the eyes and his legs shooting out. This is a 6x6 that I varnished. I varnished to a gloss finish, but this one I was using the US cell activator recipe that I have in another video. But I was also testing out the new Yeeho dryer that I got in it. It worked really well with this piece. I really like this. I love it. And because of the hot pink in there, it glows under a black light. But usually pieces like this, I'll finish off with some paper and sign the back. I usually sign the canvas as well too. There's that piece. It turned out really nice. Again, this was video number 17. This next piece is from video number 26. In this video, I was testing out the Glidden with the Minwax one coat. That was the first testing that I was doing with it. So I did a number of little test panels here, and I wanted to show you what I did with them. I'll just get a frame. I think I get these on Amazon. They come with the mat and everything too. And what's nice is on the back, they just have the little hanging anchors. They don't have that, you know, that flap. Because sometimes you don't want that when you want to hang it on the wall. But this one, if you can see in there, get the camera to capture. I varnished it, and this was my favorite test panel. And so it turned out really nice. And I think it looked really good in this frame. And I'll usually sign it in pencil if I'm going to do something with a mat like that. So again, this one was video number 26. This next piece is a round little cutie that I just love. This is a round hardboard. I get these at Michael's as well. I haven't seen them in a while. Same with the square one I showed you. It's a 5-inch round, and they're usually 99 cents. So if you can get them. But this one I resined. I'm trying to remember what I used in here. It was only a couple of colors. This video, I don't know if I mentioned it. Where did I put my tag? I have to write little tags so I remember the videos. This was number 29. I did this one here. And the sides turned out really nice too. And then the back, oh, I didn't sign this one too, but this is again the primer. And I'll stick it in another one of those little stands that I get. I think you can get them at Michael's too, but I get them at Hobby Lobby. They're pretty cheap. They're cute little bookshelf art or desk art, you know. But I just love that in there. Those little purple cells peeking out. So again, that was number, what did I say it was? 29. These next two pieces are from video number 39, and I was testing out this little piggy pigments, at least for the first time on camera, but I wanted to see how they worked with the Glidden Minwax that I was using, and I believe I was still using the Dutch Boy Joe Sonia pouring medium as well. So this first one I resined, and I resined both of them, but this was the Glidden Minwax. You can see in there, the camera's picking it up. It's got a little bit more, the shimmer is there, but it's a little bit more muted. It's kind of reflecting off of my windows a little bit. There we go, that's better. And the sides turned out really nice too, but then again, I'll put paper on the back and sign it. And if I remember, I'll sign the side too. Sometimes I forget before I varnish or resin it. So that's that one. And then the second one was the Dutch Boy, and you can see that it's a lot more, the shimmer is more, well, it's more blingy. My new word. These were really pretty colors too. And again, I papered the back and signed it, but this was how that one turned out. And again, this was video number 39. These next two pieces are from video number 47. I was using two pouring mediums in this video, the Glidden Minwax and then the Bear Glidden. I was starting to use that one, and I was mixing the Bear Glidden with the color art pigments that I was using in this video. I was using tube paints and color art because I wanted to see how it would respond with the Bear Glidden pouring medium. So the first one I did, and this, I'd have to go back and watch the video, but I think this one is all pigments, and it has such a nice shine to it. That purple in there. It's kind of, if you turn it a different way, you get this purple overcast. But I varnished this one to a nice gloss. Let's see if I can step it back and see it just a little. Yes, no, maybe so. There it is. These sides turned out really nice too. And again, I paper the back and sign it. And I always sign the canvas too, or the hardboard itself, in case the paper ever comes off. So my my signature is on there. And again, I try to remember to sign the side of it. So that's the first one. And the second one, is this one. I used some tube paints and a couple of the pigments as well. But this guy, if you can see, it looks like a phoenix. There's his beak and his eye, and his wings are just kind of, it's like he's taking flight. And I'm trying to remember, I think I named this one Phoenix in Flight or Flying Phoenix, something to that effect. I'd have to go back and look, but I varnished this one to a nice gloss as well. And that purple has more of a subtle shimmer. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up because I did mix that one with the Glidden Minwax. But I love how the cells just kind of come over the sides like that. And then this one was papered as well. You can see it a little bit better without the glare. But it gives it a nice, and when I say varnish, the method I use, I know I did a video early on, and I can't remember the number of the video, but I use Liquitex varnishes, all of them. I'll use high gloss, the gloss, and the satin for depending on what effect I want, but I mix it 50-50 with water. And then I'll rub it on with a microfiber cloth. I used to use old cut up t-shirts, but sometimes I would get fibers in there, and it was starting to happen a lot more. So I went to the dollar store and found the microfiber cloths. You get them 2 for $1, and I said, let's try this. And then I store it in a baggie, and so you can reuse it for, it'll last a couple of months before it starts to get a weird funky smell to it, and you don't want to use it on your painting anymore. And then I'll throw it in the wash. And if it's really bad, I mean, they're 2 for $1, then I might just pitch it, but I don't like to do that if I don't have to. So that's the second piece. And again, these were on number 47, the video number 47. The last pieces that I'm going to show you came from video number 50. They were the Hexagon Tiles that I did. So I've got 4 of them here to show you. I resined all of them, but they just turned out absolutely beautiful. Let's see if there we go. I'm trying to get the glare of my window out, but also so you can see the pigments in there. There's that first one. Here's the second one. Oh, you can really see it shine in there. Love these. I love this shape too. It's so different. And here's the third one. Those last 2, I believe yeah, they're lighter. So I used the white cell activator. This, I used the black cell activator. Turn it a little, see if I can get the colors to come out without the glare of my window. It's hard to find good lighting in my house with the way the windows face, so I had to do it in the front room. There's that one. And then the last one, which was my favorite, and I think I mentioned that in the earlier video where I made these. It just turned out, I love, love, love this right here. And that little swoop. Turn it that way. And this was black cell activator too. And with these, I haven't done anything to the back yet. I resin them. When did I resin them? I usually, if they're going to be coasters, I will let them cure a full month after resining, only because I absolutely do not want, if somebody goes to buy them or I give them as gifts, I don't want somebody to, you know, and they're not properly cured. I would just feel awful if they went and put a glass on it and it left a ring. So I usually, yeah, 1/14 is when so January 14th is when I resin these. So these still have to sit for a little bit more. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use them as coasters or something else. But the first thing I wanted to show you what I will do if I'm going to use them as coasters is I get these little cork backings off of Amazon. These are a little bit thin, but I haven't seen any other pre-cut ones yet, and looks like they're gonna fit pretty good too. So that's what that will look like if I decide to go that route. But I think in the video, the original video where I created these, I was showing you these guys here, these little wood frames. It comes with a little hanging rope, or you can use the little the anchor. What are these called? Is there a specific name for them? I want to call them combs because of the little teeth. But these were $1 at Michael's, and what I might do instead is mount it in here. And you've got a nice little art piece you can put on your wall, or you could actually probably just prop it on a shelf or your desk or something too. But I'll probably mount it with if I need to mount anything, I will use a high heat the word is escaping me. High heat hot glue is what it is. The high heat, it acts just like an epoxy. It's not going anywhere once you have it on there. So I'm going to experiment with this a little bit more, but I kind of like it in here. It makes a cute little piece there. And what else is nice about this wood is you can either stain it or paint it. So if you want to paint it black, or I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but those were the hexagon tiles I did in video number 50. Those are all the pieces that I have to show you today. If there's any that you want to see, and if I still have it, you know, let me know in the comments below. If I've finished it yet, even as well. Sometimes some of the newer pieces, they're still sitting there curing, waiting their turn to be either varnished or resined. So let me know in the comments below. This video was a little different, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. I had a lot of fun putting it together and kind of reminiscing a little with the pieces that are here. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. We will be painting again in the next video. Bye, guys.